Have you ever wondered if magic is real? What if it's not just a figment of fiction, but a part of our historical and cultural fabric? Let's examine the enthralling world of magic and the occult. Magic, in its broadest sense, is the practice of harnessing supernatural forces to achieve desired outcomes. This could be spiritual enlightenment, material abundance, or personal transformation. The occult, on the other hand, refers to hidden or secret knowledge of the paranormal, as opposed to knowledge of the measurable, usually referred to as science. Now take a step back in time with me. Picture the ancient civilizations: Egypt, Mesopotamia, Greece, Rome. In these societies, magic was not just a hobby or a trick. It was a fundamental part of life, interwoven with religion, philosophy, and early scientific inquiry. Priests, shamans, and magicians were revered figures, their knowledge and abilities considered divine gifts or the result of intense study and practice. Fast forward to the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, periods of great change and upheaval. Magic and its practitioners faced persecution, often being branded as heretics or witches. Despite this, magical traditions persisted, often in secret, and continued to evolve, influenced by philosophical traditions such as Hermeticism and Neoplatonism. So, what is magic really about? According to David Conway, author of Magic and Occult Primer, magic is about tapping into the power of the mind and the universe. It's about understanding the interconnectedness of all things, the subtle energies that permeate existence. Practitioners use rituals, symbols, and altered states of consciousness to attune themselves to these energies, to shape and direct them towards their goals. In essence, magic is a study of cause and effect, with the understanding that everything in the universe is linked. A magician's work is about influencing these connections, manipulating the web of existence to bring about change. It's a practice that requires discipline, focus, and a deep understanding of the self and the cosmos. So, magic isn't just about pulling rabbits out of hats. It's a complex, historical practice tied deeply to the power of the mind and the universe. Magic has evolved significantly over the centuries, with different cultures leaving their own unique imprints. Magic's roots are as deep as human civilization itself, originating from times when religion, philosophy, and science were all intertwined. It was a method used by ancient societies to harness supernatural forces for achieving desired outcomes, be they spiritual, material, or transformative. In the cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia, magic was a respected part of daily life. Priests and priestesses were not only religious leaders, but also the society's primary magicians, intermediaries between the human and divine realms. They used magic to secure the favor of the gods, protect their cities, and heal the sick. In the land of the pharaohs, ancient Egypt, magic was a vital part of their culture. Magicians, known as Hekau, were held in high esteem. Their magic, Heka, was believed to be a divine force that even the gods used. It was an integral part of Egyptian medicine, religion, and even their judicial system. As we move to ancient Greece and Rome, we find magic evolving yet again. While it was often frowned upon in the public sphere, magic was still widely practiced in private. Philosophical traditions like Hermeticism and Neoplatonism began to influence magical practices, introducing concepts of self-improvement and spiritual enlightenment. The Middle Ages and Renaissance brought about a darker period in the history of magic. Accusations of witchcraft became common, and many practitioners faced persecution. However, magic continued to evolve in the shadows, with occultists developing complex systems of symbols, rituals, and philosophies. The evolution of magic did not stop there. From the ceremonial magic of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn to the modern witchcraft of Wicca, each era has shaped and added to the rich tapestry of magical traditions. The influence of philosophical traditions on the development of Western magic cannot be overstated. From the Hermetic as above so below to the Neoplatonic ideas of spiritual ascension, these philosophies have provided a framework for understanding and practicing magic. From ancient Egypt to modern-day occultists, magic has been a constant, evolving force in human history. It has shaped and been shaped by our beliefs, desires, and understanding of the universe. And as we continue to explore its depths, who knows what future evolutions await us? Magic is not a monolith. There are various traditions and systems, each with its own principles and practices. As we delve deeper into the world of magic, we discover a rich tapestry of mystical traditions, each with its own unique flavor and essence. Let's start with ceremonial magic, a tradition rooted in high ritual and a deep understanding of the cosmos. Ceremonial magicians often employ complex rituals, intricate symbols, and a profound understanding of the universe's metaphysical laws to manifest their desires. Aleister Crowley, a figure both controversial and influential, was a prominent ceremonial magician. His teachings emphasized the individual's spiritual journey towards self-realization and the attainment of a divine state. Then there's witchcraft, a path more grounded and deeply tied to nature. Witches, contrary to popular stereotypes, are not wicked sorceresses but spiritual practitioners who draw their power from the natural world, the cycles of the moon and the rhythm of the seasons. Gerald Gardner, often considered the father of modern witchcraft, championed a form of the craft that celebrated the divine feminine, the reverence of nature, and the practice of healing arts. And let's not forget folk magic, a tradition as old as human civilization itself. Folk magic is the magic of the people, rooted in local customs, traditional wisdom, and the practical needs of everyday life. It's the charm to ensure a good harvest, the amulet to ward off evil, the incantation to attract love. Eliphas Levi, a key figure in reviving interest in magic in the 19th century, explored these practices extensively, highlighting their symbolism and significance. So you see, magic is a multifaceted discipline with myriad paths to explore. It's a journey of self-discovery, whether through the high rituals of ceremonial magic, the connection to nature found in witchcraft, or the practical wisdom of folk magic. Each tradition offers unique insights and lessons, inviting us to delve deeper into the mysteries of existence. Whether you're drawn to the theatrics of ceremonial magic or the earthy roots of witchcraft, there's a magical tradition out there for you. The world of magic is vast and diverse, and there's a place for everyone willing to explore its depths. But what is magic, really? People have tried to answer this question in various ways. So let's delve into some theories and philosophies that have been put forth in an attempt to understand the true nature of magic. One of the most prevalent theories is the concept of sympathetic magic. This is the belief that like attracts like, and that by performing certain actions or manipulating certain objects, one can influence the world around them. For instance, if you want to attract love, you might use symbols or rituals associated with love in your magical practice. Another important aspect of magic is the role of belief and intention. Magic is not something that happens to you, it's something you make happen. It's about setting a clear intention and believing in your ability to bring about your desired outcome. The more you believe in the power of your magic, the more potent it becomes. Then, there's the concept of the microcosm and the macrocosm. This is the idea that the universe is a complex system of interconnected parts, and that the same patterns and principles can be found at both the smallest and largest scales. In other words, as above, so below. By understanding the laws of the universe and aligning ourselves with them, we can harness their power in our magic. But perhaps one of the most intriguing interpretations of magic is the idea that it's a form of psychology. Much like how a placebo can have real, tangible effects on the body, the rituals and symbols used in magic can alter our consciousness and perception. They can help us break free from limiting beliefs, tap into hidden aspects of ourselves, and unlock our full potential. This brings us to a key point. Magic isn't just about casting spells or performing rituals. It's about personal transformation and spiritual enlightenment. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves and living in harmony with the universe. And that, my friends, is the true nature of magic. Magic isn't just about spells and rituals. It's about altering consciousness and perception, leading to personal transformation and spiritual enlightenment. So you're interested in magic, but where do you start? First, we should clarify the practical side of magic. Magic is not merely a theoretical concept. It demands practical application. Just as a painter needs a canvas, brushes, and paint, a magician needs their own set of tools. These tools are not physical objects, but rather skills and techniques that can be honed over time. One of these essential tools is visualization. This is not simply daydreaming, but rather the ability to form clear, vivid images in the mind. This technique is often used in magic to manifest a desired outcome by visualizing it as already achieved. Next, we have meditation. This is a practice familiar to many, often associated with relaxation and stress relief. But for the magician, meditation serves a much deeper purpose. It's a method of quieting the mind to reach altered states of consciousness, allowing for deeper insights and connections with the universe. Energy work is another vital aspect of practical magic. This involves sensing, directing, and manipulating the energies within and around us. It's like learning to play an instrument, but the instrument is the universe itself. Now let's talk about rituals. These are structured practices that help to focus intention and energy. They often involve the use of symbols and sigils, which are visual representations of a magician's intent. Creating your own magical tools, such as wands or talismans, can also be a part of these rituals. And finally, it's important to emphasize discipline and ethical considerations. Magic isn't a shortcut to get what you want. It requires dedication, practice, and a deep respect for the forces you're working with. Misuse can lead to unintended consequences, so always approach magic with caution and reverence. Remember, magic is not just about casting spells. It's about discipline, practice, and most importantly, a deep respect for the forces you're working with.